Welcome to BlueStar's Bon AppeTech, where our goal is to mix in a dash of channel-based education, a sprinkle of vendor solutions, and a hint of collaborative cooking tutorials. Let's get started. Hello everyone, and welcome to Tech Connect Studios. I'm your host, Dean Reverman, and this is Bon AppeTech. We got a really special one for you here today. We are talking Mother's Day, and we've got some very special guests here that are going to cook some stuff up. We got Mark Fraker, our VP of Marketing. We got Tori Reverman. Hey, I know you, right? And we got Garrett Frederick here as well that are going to help us out. Before we get started, though, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Elo, Epson, Samsung, and Zebra. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. And hey, this Bon AppeTech is just part of an overall series of engagement that we got going on to help you guys with product information and education and stuff like that. So go to BlueStarInc.com, click on the Pandemic Toolkit, and there you'll see links to our podcast, our tech trivia that we're doing every Friday at 3 o'clock. We got webinars, we got a scavenger hunt going on. So anyway, we got all kinds of stuff, but we are glad that you are watching us and here with us today because we got Mother's Day around the corner, right, Mark?
That's absolutely correct.
So we got to make some food. What are we making today? And let's dive in.
Well, we're going to make mac and cheese with lobster, okay? But I got a couple questions for you guys. So, Tori, we'll start with you. How old are you?
I'm 9 years old.
9 years old. And what's your favorite sport?
Softball.
Softball?
Yes.
So I understand this is your first year playing on a team? Mm-hmm. Yeah? What position are you looking to play?
Pitcher or shortstop.
Yeah? So you're going to take after your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Garrett, how about you? How old are you?
I'm 11.
And what's your favorite sport?
Football.
Football. You're a little small to play football, aren't you, for your age?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
First team.
Yeah, and you had quite the season last year, didn't you? Yeah?
Super Bowl.
Yeah?
2 seasons ago. Last season was not that good.
Right. But I understand you're a pretty good ball carrier, too. All right. So how about your favorite subject in school?
Writing.
Writing. Okay. Garrett?
Definitely social studies.
Social studies. All right. And who's your mom and dad?
Dean Reverman and Patty Reverman.
Yeah, that's right. And is your dad here today?
Yes.
Yeah. Where is he?
Yeah, I'm out here.
See, he was hiding out back there. Garrett, who are your parents?
Brenda and Michael Frederick.
Yeah. And so your father is Vice President of Operations for North America, and Dean is our Director of Global Marcom, correct?
There you go.
So I got to tell you why these two are helping me. Because your dad has done all kinds of things since pandemic came and we had to switch over to digital marketing from going out and doing all the road shows like when your dad was traveling. And he's done probably how many podcasts?
Oh, over 50.
Over 50 podcasts. So I thought it would be great if you could come in here and fill in for him so we could give him a little bit of a rest. Right? And Garrett, do you know why I chose you?
Not really.
I chose you because your father had built this new warehouse and we needed a studio to put this kitchen in, which is right outside our warehouse. And your dad helped us and allowed us to do it. So that's why you're here, right? But I have to tell you, you look pretty familiar to me because I think, in fact, I know I've seen a video of you standing on a chair, washing dishes, singing Uptown Funk. Is that true? Because I saw it with my own eyes. I did. And I think you have an identical twin. Because Blue Star we were over in Edinburgh, Scotland, and there was this guy who looked just like you, this excessive talker that kept like stalking our whole group. That wasn't you, was it? I didn't think so. Next time you go on a trip, though, with the Blue Star people, you and I got to talk first. All right, so let's get started. We're going to make mac and cheese with lobster. So what is your favorite food?
Um,
Mac and cheese with lobster. Say it. Mac and cheese with lobster.
probably pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
How about you, Garrett? Okay, you guys are fired. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is we got our water and it's boiling, okay? So when you make pasta, what you want to do is fill your pot about half full with water, okay? And get it towards a roaring boil. Then we're going to take a little bit, and I'm going to do this for you guys, okay? So we're going to take a little bit of olive oil, and we're just going to put it in each one. And do you know why you use olive oil in it?
So it fries?
Nope. So the pasta doesn't stick together. And we're going to cook the pasta so it's al dente. Now, I know you know what al dente means, right?
No.
Resistance to bite.
Okay.
Right? So if you took a piece of pasta and I put it down there and hit it with my hand, it would crack, right?
Yeah.
But if you cook it, it gets real soft. Okay. And if you cook it too long, it gets mushy. Well, because we're going to bake this in the oven, what we want to do is only cook it about 3/4 of the way. We don't want it to be like where you would put it on a plate and put a sauce on it. Okay? Now, the other thing we're going to do is just put a little bit of salt into these. You know why we do that? So the pasta doesn't stick together. Okay. So now I each got you some pastas, and I know your mom because I see what his dinner crew makes him every day for lunch, and so they're pretty up on what's good for you and what's bad for you, right?
Yeah.
So I got you lentil pasta with spinach and basil and red lentil pasta, right? And then I thought we could put some other pasta in, and we'd have tricolor for your mom, okay? Now you, on the other hand, what kind of pasta do you have? Nope, that's mine. What's the other one up there in the bag?
This one?
Yep. That's bow tie pasta. And I got you bow tie pasta because your dad likes to wear bow ties to the Kentucky Derby every year with us, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with you, and I'm just going to measure this out. We're going to fill this half full, okay? And then we'll take this one. We'll do the same thing. Okay? And we'll get this one right because we want to put it all in at the same time. And so we're going to put this one in here. And we're going to do the same thing with this. And we want to end up with about 4 cups of pasta, okay? And this is 2 cups in here. Okay, now what you have to do now is just stir this a little bit, okay? It might be a little tall to you. I'll stir it a little bit for you, okay? Okay, and then Garrett, excuse me, what we're going to do with yours. So you get ready, and we'll put your pasta in there. I'm going to use the knife to open this. And you have a 4 cups, so yours is going to be 1 cup. Whoa! That was like fumbling playing football, wasn't it?
You can stir that a little bit.
And we'll put that in there. Okay, and Garrett, I'll let you stir yours right there. In fact, Garrett, I'm going to give you just a little bit more in yours. Okay. And you guys stir that for a second, and then we're going to do one other thing real quick before we take a break and have a word from one of our sponsors. So we're going to cook this in a 3-quart Pyrex pan, but since you do dishes a lot, you don't like scrubbing to get all that baked cheese out of there, do you? So here's a little secret for you that you can have your mom buy some vegetable spray, and you just lightly spray it on, and that way it doesn't stick, so when you're doing the dishes, it doesn't take so long. Okay? Now, if your dad's doing the dishes, don't use this. Okay? Make him scrub it. Okay, so while we let the pasta cook, it has to cook about 7 minutes, so it's al dente. Let's just take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll get started. So Dean, take it away with our sponsors.
Yep. No, Mark is a good throw there, and we're going to layer it up too, right? A little bit here?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
So we'll be right back after this short commercial break. Stay tuned.
The ELO Backpack is a powerful Android compute engine designed to transform ELO touchscreen displays into interactive systems capable of running HTML web pages or Android-based apps. Featuring the Qualcomm Snapdragon octa-core processor, Android operating system, and I/O ports for any connectivity needs, the ELO Backpack delivers a powerful Android compute engine packed in a low-profile, solid-state, fanless solution. And with potential to revolutionize kiosk architecture, the ELO Backpack is ELO View ready, allowing integrators to easily scale deployments, remotely manage kiosks out of the box, and transform what was once a bulky, high-customized kiosk into a sleek and modern design. Creating engaging self-service solutions or deploying a kiosk network is now easier than ever with the ELO Backpack. To learn more, contact your BlueStar representative today.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We'll get you back to the kitchen in just a moment, I promise. But I do want to show you a couple more solutions from our sponsors who have made Bone AppeTech possible. This is the C6500 Color Inkjet 8-inch label printer from Epson. They call these guys the tough guys, and there's a good reason. This is a big, strong, sturdy printer rather, perfect for an industrial environment where you got to do a lot of label printing. Now, this isn't designed to be an upgrade from black and white printing and thermal transfer printers, which kind of helps you get to that on-demand printing at a comparable price to which you might, actually a better price to what you might find from third-party vendors. Plus, you don't have to worry about overprinting or having too many labels or those rush demands that require you to spend a lot of extra money. You can get what you need on demand from this particular printer. Now, this is it operates at 5 inches per second, 1200 DPI resolution, and again, those labels that come out are much crisper than you're going to get from the pre-printed labels.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bone AppeTech, our Mother's Day special. We are here with our very own Mark Fraker, and he's got his sous chefs, Tori Reverman and Garrett Frederick, joining us. We're doing a little mac and cheese lobster. Mark, when we last left, I guess we were boiling some pasta.
That's
what are we
right.
doing next?
It's completely boiled. It's al dente, cooked only about 75% of the way. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drain it. And I'm just going to be careful. I'm going to go right behind you. And can you put that in the sink for me? Great, thank you. Okay, and we'll just set this back up here for a second. And can you help me and hold that right over there? And we'll pour this in here. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just hang on to that for a second. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of cold water on it. And the reason we do that is to stop the pasta from cooking. Okay? So why don't you move that over here just a little bit. And we'll just cool it down. It's pretty hot still.
I actually love this tip. You know, we don't, sometimes we do this in our house where we'll cool down the pasta real quick to make it stop it from cooking.
Well, you have to, Dean, because if you don't, then it's going to overcook in the macaroni and cheese.
Yep.
Am I spraying you?
Especially since we're baking it, right?
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, I'll take this. Yep, got it. Okay, let's get the water off of it.
Tori, you strain your own pasta every day, don't you? Yeah.
Not every day.
Well, I mean, you know, whatever, when you're making your own mac and cheese. I like the tricolor pasta. That looks good. Have we had that before? Have you ever had tricolor pasta before? Is there like any pasta you haven't had before, Tori? No.
Sure.
Yeah, right? Like all forms of pasta. It's not pizza, I know. What was your favorite food again, Garrett? What'd you say?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger, yeah, absolutely.
Anything on a grill is basically hot dogs.
Well, you can do mac and cheese and lobster on the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a little messy, but you can do it. Okay, so I'm gonna set this over here for you to work from. All right, we'll just leave it like that. In fact, what we can do to make this easier for you, we can just put it right inside there. How's that? Okay, you can work from there. And Tori, we'll let you work right from this one, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna have you guys do is to take your Pyrex cooking, grab your bowl, put it up on your, that one right there. Put it up on your butcher block, and I want you to put a thin layer of pasta. Just use your hands and only about this high. Okay, so put your pasta in there.
Oh, this is the fun part right here. Yeah, get on in there. Get your hands on in there.
Yep, that's perfect.
Mark, a little bit about this recipe. I know you were a restaurateur.
so you know-
Is this one that came from one of the restaurants, or?
This recipe did not, but I want to tell you about pasta in general, or the mac and cheese in general. So it goes all the way back to the 14th century.
Get out. I
I'm
did
not
not
kidding.
know that.
I'm not kidding you. That's good there.
Yeah.
Okay. Garrett, that looks pretty good there. Now I want you to take some cheese, and you can take your cheese, and we'll put it right into the cup there.
How much are we looking for here, Mark? 2 cups?
Well, you can put it in there because we're gonna sprinkle it in with our hands. There you go. I'm just trying to make it easy for you. And so I want you to put a layer of cheese on there. Okay?
Oh, we're asking Tori to put a layer of cheese on? That's going to be
You
a
can
serious
sprinkle
layer
it like
of cheese
this too
right
if you
there.
want. Okay?
Okay, me behind.
And then you can spread that around.
So you're saying mac and cheese has been, or no, pasta's been around since the 14th
No.
century.
Mac and cheese
Holy moly.
has been around, but they used to call it a casserole.
Okay, all right.
A mac and cheese casserole.
Gotcha.
And then it was brought to the United States, but guess who really was instrumental in doing that?
Who's that?
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
He went
Got it.
on a trip to France and saw it and decided to bring it back, and so he brought it to the United States, and he actually even served it at one of the state dinners, but they served it as a pie, as a casserole.
Now that's pretty cool.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so we need just a little bit more cheese on yours. So let's put some more cheese in
You're
here.
looking good there, my man. Well, no, yours is looking good, I think.
Okay,
Let's see. I think he was going
so
to
a
ask
little
for
bit more. And spread it around. Now that should be good. Okay, so Tori, what we need is to get some lobster meat now because we have to put the lobster meat here. So it's in the refrigerator. Can you go grab the lobster meat for me? Thanks. And just be careful when you grab it, okay?
That's scary.
What do you mean that's scary?
No, that's
What's so scary
creepy.
about lobster meat?
Look at that. I ain't grabbing that. I'm not gonna grab that.
Come on.
No. No.
There's nothing scary about this. What's scary
Oh.
about that?
They're a lot. No.
Well, we have to get lobster meat.
They're alive.
Okay, I figured you were going to be afraid of the lobsters, and we don't want any lobsters injured in doing this dinner. So I already got some lobster meat done. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I would have grabbed them, but I see them moving. I'm like, I'm not gonna grab those.
Okay, so now we're going to put a layer of lobster in.
What's wrong with
And the
little
one
lobster?
thing you want to do when you use your lobster
It's
is you want to drain it, okay? You want to drain your lobster. So go ahead and put a little layer of lobster in there. Oh, you'll touch this lobster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just sort of sprinkle it around. That's looking good. It smells good too, doesn't it?
Actually, you like lobster. You like shrimp, right?
Okay,
Tori?
so now that's enough for that layer. Spread that around so it's even. All right, you go ahead and put yours in there.
Looking good.
Okay. Take a little bit more in there. Boy, I tell you, I'm not going to have lobster and cheese at your house. You're too stingy with the lobster.
I don't know how much to get.
Okay, that's enough there. All right, so now what we want to do is put on another real thin layer of pasta. So go ahead and put some pasta on top of it, okay? Not as deep as you did before, but just thin. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get the butter.
I'm digging that po' tie pasta right there. That's looking pretty good. I like the tricolor too going on there though, T. What do you think? So far, so good, guys?
Yeah.
Still something you would eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'd eat
A
it.
little bit more on yours.
We're eating good tonight, Tori.
I thought you were doing this for Mother's Day. It's not Father's Day.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all about Dean.
I know, yeah. I don't know, that's looking pretty good. Maybe a little bit more? What do you think, Mark? A little bit more down here?
That's pretty good.
All right, all right.
All right. Now, what I
Good
need
there,
you to
Garrett.
do, and I'm going to let your dad watch, I need you to cut little pieces of butter like this.
Ah, she's good with that. Go for
Okay.
it, T.
Be careful. Keep your hand away. You want to watch
Yeah,
her?
I'll watch it.
All right. And I'll take, excuse me for reaching over. We're going to do the same thing down here.
Just
Okay.
hold the knife
We
there.
can use a
There you
little
go.
bit
You're
more
good.
pasta in here.
Looking good. Man, that's a stack of butter right there. Yep, careful. Good job.
Boy, your dad's going to like this, isn't he?
Yeah, probably. I thought it was Mother's Day.
Well, your dad's going to like having it on Mother's Day. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. I know your dad
Watch the
likes
hand there.
lobster.
You're good. Keep going. You want me to do it?
Okay, so I'm going to have you do the same thing. Did you see what I asked Tori to do?
Cut it in small pieces.
Yep, in real small pieces. Let me throw this out right here.
Careful, watch your tongue.
Okay,
Yeah, it's hot.
and all you got to do is take this little knife and just cut it into pieces like that, okay? You do that, and I'm going to help Tori. Okay, now when you get it done, take the pieces and spread them out in your pasta dish all around, okay?
I wonder, do you like butter, Tori?
Yes.
Yeah. What's one of your other favorite foods? Bagel and butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Okay, now let's put another layer of cheese on, sort of thin, not real heavy, okay? How are you coming, Garrett?
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know if the thing is too big or not. Is it
Nope,
big?
that's good. Here, that's sort of a hard knife to cut with. Let me get this real quick for you. And so we'll cut that. Now go ahead and place those up there.
Oh, these?
Yep, right around there. Need some more cheese? Okay.
Garrett, are you a fan of butter? You put like butter on some toast
Okay.
or anything?
Bagels. I
Bagels, there you go. Absolutely.
Okay, that's pretty good. Now put a layer of lobster on there. Spread it out like you did before.
That's looking good, my man.
Okay.
Looking good.
Now put a layer of cheese over there. Go ahead and dump that whole thing on there and
This
then
is
spread it
checking all
around.
the boxes of what you like.
And just spread it around. And I'll get you
Cheese,
some more, okay?
butter, pasta.
So I got a question for Tori and Garrett. Guess, yep, put a little bit more on there. Guess which country that considers mac and cheese as their country food of choice? Guess what country? I'll give you a hint. It's not the United States. And here's your second hint. Blue Star definitely has some of those people watching this video right now because we have a lot of customers. Here's your third hint up there. So who is that?
I'm not good at this.
It's Canada.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, Canada.
So in 1937, Kraft Foods started making mac and cheese. In the box, you probably had it at home.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guess what? The Canadians consume 25% of 7 million boxes of that worldwide each week. So what's 25% of 7 million, Garrett?
No.
No,
I have to.
go ahead and put this in. It's 1.7 million boxes a week of Kraft's mac and cheese is consumed in Canada. What do you think of that, eh?
Delicious. That's all I have to say.
Delicious.
You didn't know you were part Canadian, did you? Okay, so go ahead. We'll spread it around a little bit.
How's yours looking, T?
Okay.
It looks pretty good there, I'd say. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, how about one there, and one right there, right? Might have pushed down a little bit. Okay, Tori, you need a little bit more on yours, so why don't you put a little more? And Garrett, you can start putting another layer of cheese on top of that.
So we're going another layer of cheese, and then we going in the oven?
Almost.
Almost. We're getting there.
You're leaving out one of the best ingredients.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, there you go. So that's good. Here's one last piece right there. How's that? Okay, press it down just a little bit. That's good. Okay, now what we're going to do is put a little layer of cheese on top of that. That's perfect, Garrett. Perfect. All right, so now you can open up the milk. Oh, come on, Mr. Football player. All right, don't pour it yet. So in a 3-quart container that you're using for a mac and cheese like this, it's going to be about 3 cups of milk. But what you really want to do is pour the milk in, and so it comes up just under half full in your pan, okay? So I'm going to help you guys with this, okay? So we'll open yours up, Tori, and we'll pour yours in first, and you just sort of go back and forth, okay? But you have to stop because it's got to soak all the way down through there. And see where the line is? It's only about maybe a third, so we're going to put a little more in there. Okay, and that's half full, right? Okay, so Garrett, here you go. You know, why'd you open that up? It's going to spoil. We already had one open. You listening to me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and we'll get yours up there. Yeah, almost. There we go. They look good. And the last thing that we want to put on there is a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. So do you want to do this? And you crank the top to put it on there. Gotta put some muscles in it. There you go. That's good. A little bit more. Okay. So do you want to hear a story about Henry Ford, who was very instrumental in inventing the car?
Sure.
He used to take people to lunch with him when he was interviewing them for a job. And it was the last test that they had to pass to see if he would hire them. And if the people sat down on their food at lunch and they went and started eating their food, he would hire them. But if they put salt and pepper and then started eating, he wouldn't hire them. And the reason was he wanted people to always be able to sample something first and form an opinion on it and then decide if it needed salt or pepper. Pretty interesting, huh? So did you taste this first?
No.
And you're putting salt and pepper on it? All right, go ahead. It's in the recipe, you have to. It's the same thing, crank the top of it.
Where's the spoon?
Yeah, really.
Okay, that's good. Just a little. All right, Garrett, you do the pepper first.
That's looking good.
Go, a little bit more. Okay, and a little bit of salt. That's good. Okay. All right, so Dean, we are ready to put these into the oven and cook them. We're going to cook them at 400 degrees for 1 hour. How many minutes in an hour?
60.
There you go. You guys both got it right. Okay, so we're going to cook it for 60 minutes, but meanwhile, I'm going to let you take it from here and take us to our homes.
Very good. We'll be back. We're going to put these in the oven. We'll be back after these sponsors to plate it up and give it a little taste. We're getting a little hungry over here. You getting hungry? You getting a little hungry? We're getting hungry. We'll be right back.
And we're going to have them clean up the kitchen, too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
All right.
No.
Engage your customers at the right time with the right content, featuring the Samsung Pro TV Terrace Edition. This TV brings dynamic content to your customers, featuring QLED, 4K, UHD picture quality, powered by a Quantum 4K processor, so every game, TV show, and custom piece of content is dynamic and full of detail. Additional details for this model include 1500 nits brightness, anti-reflection technology that performs in the harshest of sunlights, and an IP55 weatherproofing rating that withstands extreme temperatures and is resistant to water and dust. Showcasing your content to your customers is quick and easy thanks to the Samsung Business TV mobile app. With just the press of a button, you can bring dynamic content to your customers right to the TV. With a 16/7 operating time and a 3-year warranty, this is a TV that you can count on. Whether your business is a bar, cafe, hotel, or retail center, the Samsung Pro TV Terrace Edition simplifies your business to provide you with the perfect solutions.
Okay, so now what we have to do is cook these, and we're going to cook them at 400 degrees for 60 minutes, okay? But I'm going to show you another little trick, right? Because I know you're on the dish crew at home. So we're going to put them on top of a pan because sometimes they boil over. But nothing is worse than cleaning a nice shiny pan. See how shiny that pan is? Do you know why? Because you need to put parchment paper on it, okay? And you can bake on this paper. It won't start a fire in the oven. So if we go like this and bake it, and now, if it boils over, we just throw the parchment paper over when we're done. We give this a lick and promise and a quick wash in the sink, and it's easy to clean up. It'll save you 15 minutes. You might have to shorten your version of Uptown Funk, though, while you're doing dishes, okay? So, Garrett, here's one for you. So why don't you just bring yours over, okay? I'll set it right here. You can put it on there. Okay, we're going to put it in the oven. Garrett, since you're the tallest one, I want you to put it into this shelf right here. I'll pull this out for you. Okay. Watch your hands on the, it's hot. Okay, so you got it in the top. And what you want to do is make sure it's right in the middle, which it is, okay? And Tori, since you're shorter, we're going to let you put it right down here on this one. Okay, got it. It makes it a little slippery, so let's just put it on the middle of the pan. And there we go, we're all ready. You got to shut the oven door. And we set the timers for 60 minutes at 400 degrees. Let's take a break with our sponsors.
Looking for the perfect field service solution for managers, government employees, anybody who is out and about and needs all-day power and rugged hardware, Zebra has you covered. Let's start with the scanner. This is the DS2278 cordless barcode scanner. It's the most advanced 2D imager at its price point. You can upgrade without breaking the bank. It's easy to pair with Bluetooth, it's Wi-Fi friendly, pre-configured, ready to use entry-level scanner. You can get from 1/2 inch to 14.5 inch scans. No need to line up. It reads damaged barcodes as well. You get a guaranteed 14 hours of power out of this. Long-lasting battery and a long life cycle on this as well. And hey, pair it up with one of the L10 tablets. L10 tablets are a premium, rugged mobility experience from Zebra. They have 10.1 inch screen and multiple form factors for your needs. There's an X Slate. It's lightweight for split office vehicle fieldwork, an X Book. It's a 2-in-1 laptop tablet, ideal for anyone who does routine data entry. Or this, the X Pad, which you can see has this nice hard handle that's preferred by field-based workers. Enterprise-grade Windows 10 system, faster, better communications, clear view with wet glove or wet touch, or glove or wet touch functionality, utilities, public safety, manufacturing, telecom, government, something for everybody. A great combination for solution for all day, everyday use.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bon AppeTech. We have got your ultimate Mother's Day meal here. A little lobster mac and cheese with Mark Fraker, Tori Reverman, and Garrett Frederick. We got it in the oven, but through the magic of television, we're coming back to you. So, Mark, where are we picking up now?
Well, it's about ready to come out. When the buzzer goes off, we'll pull it out. But I have to tell you, remember in Forrest Gump? You guys have seen Forrest Gump. Yes. Remember when he talks about all the different ways to have shrimp? Well, it's the same thing with mac and cheese. Like, mac and cheese is one of those dishes that every family has their own special way of how they do it. Oh, it's ready. Let's get it out and then we'll finish our story, okay? Because we don't want it to burn. Okay, so give me some room to get by the oven or by the stove and we'll put it right there, okay? Whoa, look at that. Hot stuff. So there is our mac and cheese with lobster, okay? So let's let that cool for just a second before we cut it. So let's go back to Forrest Gump, all right? So it's a comfort food. It's just like your mom makes chili one way and the rest of your life, that's the best chili you ever had. And if you go to someone's house and that mother makes chili, it's not as good as your mom's, right? It's the same thing with mac and cheese. It's the same thing with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it's one of those comfort foods. But here's all the variations. Did you know you can have mac and cheese with chicken, mac and cheese with beef, mac and cheese with shrimp, mac and cheese with lobster, mac and cheese with mussels? You can put breadcrumbs on it. You can put crushed crackers on it. You could put different spices on the top of it. Okay, so there's all these variations that you do. And did you know we used sharp cheddar cheese? But you can use any type of cheese that you want, including Parmesan, Gouda, or any cheese. So it's a recipe that everybody has their own special one. And this recipe is from one of my restaurants that I used to have before I worked at BlueStar in Detroit, Michigan. Okay? And we used to serve this on the menu every single day, and we'd only make so much, and we would sell out almost every day because it is one of the best comfort foods around. And the other thing you have to remember about mac and cheese is, do you think it's low in carbs?
No.
No, it's not. How about fat? Think it's low in fat?
No.
No, we put all that butter on it too, right?
Yeah.
What about salt? Did we add salt?
Yes.
Yeah, so we put salt on it too. Can you think of anything else that we did put on there that, maybe is not really good for you? How about calories? The cheese.
Yeah.
Do you think it's low in calories?
No.
No, you're right. So that's why it's a comfort food. Everything that's bad for you is right there in that bowl. But you know what mac and cheese, especially with lobster, has more than any other food on earth?
No.
It's got more love than any other product that you could cook in your kitchen. So that's why we did it for Mother's Day, so that all the love that you have with your moms, you can have in this mac and cheese meal. It's not good for you to eat, but boy, it shows how much you love your mom. Okay? And the other thing that you want to do is when you serve it up, you want to always give your mom a box of candies, okay? So I got each of you a box of candies to put down there. But first, we're going to make it look nice. And what we have to do is we're going to garnish it with a strawberry. And I'm going to show you how to make a fan with a strawberry. So you just come back here and you put these little slits in the strawberry almost all the way back. And you be very careful not to cut your hands and your fingers. And then what you can do is you fan that out like that. So we're going to put that right on the plate. Okay? So you want to cut one for your mom? And put it on there. So real thin and cut it about right up to there. Yep, don't cut it all the way through. Yep, that's perfect. Garrett, are you watching?
Yep.
Okay. All right, and then we can fan that out. And see that? You have a fanned out strawberry for your garnish. All right, you're up. Go ahead, you cut this one. And you want to cut it to about right there. And then another one right there, okay? Watch your fingers. All right. Perfect, and one more cut on the end right there. Okay, you did it just exactly how it's supposed to be done, so we can fan it out like that. And then I got a little bit of parsley so that you can put a little bit of green on top of it. And so all we're gonna do is just pick off a couple little clumps of parsley for you to put on it when I cut it to garnish it for your mom, okay? And that will be done. So let's get this out of the pan real quick. And what I'm gonna do is I got a little spatula that I bought right here that'll help us. And we're just gonna come over here and cut it. And we'll use the spatula to take it out. And that little piece on the end is for somebody who doesn't eat that much. This big piece is for someone like Garrett, who wants a big piece. There we go.
That's looking good.
Okay, and then if you want to have the kids put the strawberries on it.
Yeah. Garrett, go ahead. Put a strawberry on there and a little garnish it the way you would do it. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, you're good.
And let's just put a little right there.
Tori, run over there and get a strawberry and a little bit of garnish too.
Yep, like that, and then put a little bit of parsley on there for color. Yep, right in there. That's
you
perfect.
go.
Why don't you put one more right there? Okay, so go ahead and let's turn that towards the camera. Tori, how are you coming? Okay, you need another piece. Okay.
It's looking pretty good, Mark.
Put that on there. And how about one more, Tori, next to your mac and cheese, okay? Here's another one.
Because as they say, you eat with your eyes first, right?
Okay, now I want you both to hold your plates up. So before we go, Dean, what I'd like to do is just thank a few people. We know that all of our resellers have a choice, and they can buy product from many different folks. We very, very much appreciate the fact that you pledge your business to Blue Star day in, day out. Through the whole pandemic, we have been here with you. You have been there for us, and we're coming out of this finally, and it's been great to be partners with all of you. And to all of our vendors, for all of these purpose-built devices that you enable us to go out and sell to the resellers and eventually to the end users and paint all these beautiful new landscapes of technology across the Americas. If it wasn't for you guys, we couldn't do what we do here at Blue Star. And this is just one way for us to bring a little bit of our lives into your lives. And during the pandemic, when we couldn't go out there and shake hands with you, sit down across the table and talk with all of you like we have for years and years, this was the next best way for us to do this in live shows like this to you. As Dean said earlier, we have all kinds of shows, and I'm sure you're going to cover them in the close. But thank you for participating. Last year, I think, Dean, we had over 44,000 people participate from July to the end of the year of all of our live shows that we did.
Yep, absolutely.
And to Dean, to you, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
For everything that you did in putting those together.
Team effort.
I think you're the new the movie star now after all that experience.
A little bit too much camera time here lately, right? Yeah.
All right, so go ahead, Dean.
Absolutely. So if you guys want this recipe, which I know you do now, all right? I mean, how can you not want that recipe? Oh, by the way, get a fork and have a little bite while I'm talking here and doing the close. There you go. We got to hear how this is. You can go online right now to bluestarinc.com/cooking, and right there you'll see a screen. We got to give you a code, though. What do you think? So we got to give everybody a code. Do you think the code should be mothers today? Yeah. Your code is MOTHERS. Put in MOTHERS and you'll get a $25 gift card and you'll get the recipe for what you just saw here today. Lobster mac and cheese. That is, how is it?
Very good.
Oh, come on. That looks really good. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so much for sharing your recipe with us today. Thanks for paying attention and thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye, guys.